Eddie boy.
How we doing, Max?
Good, bro. You okay?
Great to see you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
You too, man. Come on then.
Look forward to going out to the manor again today.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Oh, mate. It's been an absolute pleasure the past 7 months getting to know more about the place, and of course the manor in this weather as well. Herefordshire countryside is absolutely beautiful.
Oh, it's the best place to be when the weather's like this. And I tell you what, 7 months has flown, hasn't it?
It really has.
I honestly can't believe it's been 7 months so far. But hey, we're here now, aren't we?
We're out again.
In the beautiful July as well.
Yeah, it should be a good day out, and the weather's of course beautiful, as you just said. Yeah. So for the viewers who might be watching this, like, can you tell us a little bit of like the backstory of Whitwick Manor? Because it's just nestled beautifully in the Herefordshire rolling hills, isn't it? But yeah, tell us a bit more about it and how you came about and everything. Yeah.
Nestled is absolutely the right word, because unless you go to Whitwick Manor, you can't see Whitwick Manor, can you?
No, you can't.
So it's definitely hidden away. So yeah, and backstory wise, so actually, funny enough, when I was setting up my gym that I currently run and own with my business partner, we were looking for a venue, and I got in contact with the owner, who was subsequently the owner of Whitwick Manor, but he also has other properties, and an acquaintance of mine put us in contact. That acquaintance and that conversation with him, just chatting about the gym itself and other things that I want to potentially pursue in health when it comes to offerings of people, he invited me to his house to check out some units, and the more and more we spoke, we got along really well.
Yeah, nice.
And unfortunately had nothing for the gym. However, we had a conversation. He then called me around about 2 weeks later and started speaking to me about Whitwick Manor.
Yeah, nice.
And with that, he was already there in the land, already farmed the land, but he had this manor house that he wanted to do something with. And what he noticed, especially nowadays, which has been a shift, I'd say, over the last probably decade, is how much more people are health conscious nowadays.
Yeah, absolutely.
And to the point, it's actually probably gone the other way now, where we're over optimizing completely, and it's like literally stats upon stats.
Everything's like micromanaged, isn't it?
Yeah,
in some aspects.
And I think it said something crazy, like there's 43% of people are stressed about optimizing at the moment.
Yes.
Which is incredible.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, but we've gone that way, and that's what the owner was seeing in the market. However, himself, he was not an expert in the field. He actually comes to our gym to try and learn more, which is great. Yeah, him and his wife. And with that, he wanted to bring someone in. So he asked me to come along, and we discussed obviously in length and detail to see where this project needs to go and how I would be a part of trailblazing the path.
Nice.
With that, we definitely had a lot of agreeances across the board, and he liked my opinion on how I think he should treat this incredible facility and abundance of land.
Because that's what it is, like, if we're being honest, it is phenomenal.
It's phenomenal, yeah, it absolutely is. The lengths that they are going to make this the best facility it could possibly be, even to the point of where the light comes in through the rooms, like windows have been moved just to make sure that the room is getting the correct or the most amount of light it can on days like this, for example.
And it makes a huge difference as well, right?
Absolutely, a huge difference. I mean, again, in this time of weather, granted it's coming up a little bit earlier, but when the sun rises, getting that sunlight into your eyes to set your body's circadian rhythm is ultra important. No matter what, if people can say it's a bit of a minor detail, however, that minor detail, even going out in the sun or having your eyes in that sunlight so early on, you cannot deny that's not going to put you in a better mood. Absolutely.
And also when we get off our phones, like, just don't go on the phone straight away and receive that sunlight. It just sets us on the right path for the day, and that's great. So
absolutely Ed, 100%.
So more about Whitwick then. So like what happened after that then? So you had your meetups, you had your agreements, you both had this like shared like vision essentially.
Yeah, this shared vision, and then it was placing the details then. So with the details itself and where we're based and our demographic in the local area, Whitwick Manor is more of a destination stay. than a constant come to,
Yes.
like a weekly or daily visit. So we needed, well, what I'm doing, and I've done and still adding layers to it, is creating a package that Whitwick Manor provides, where people come and stay with us, and with that stay in the lowest, in the absolute foundations of what we're going to offer people is, can you perform better and can you rest better?
Yeah.
Because they absolutely come hand in hand. The only way you can perform at your top level is if you're meeting that with sufficient amount of recovery.
Yeah, nice.
And a lot of
Balance,
people,
right?
yeah, absolutely, that balance. And a lot of people get that wrong. And if you've seen me on social media, I explain this a lot.
Yeah.
That if you can't keep loading the body, whether that's with weight, whether that's stress, whether that's in a bigger calorie deficit, you can't go to 0 calories. Then you need to find a point where you can actually find that balance where you're closing stress loops. There's no carryover of stress.
Yeah.
Or you're actually allowing yourself to come down into that parasympathetic nerve state, into that parasympathetic state, or when is the right time to go into the sympathetic, and has your body got that autonomic flexibility to work between the top, the bottom, and the middle? Because you don't always have to be chill and you don't always have to be go. There is that like middle ground. We have to find it as well. And what we are doing is putting together a package where they can hit all them different pillars of being able to actually see the peaks, see the troughs, when it's the right time, when it's the wrong time, and is my body, is my brain actually aligned to perform at this level right now?
Sounds great.
It's gonna. I'm so excited for the project, and the fact that I'm able to help people on a day-to-day at my gym with the constant, and then actually going to be immersed with people for 5 days straight to deliver this educational content alongside immersing in it again. So the contrast therapy, going for walks in nature, having the abundance of land to actually go and sit in silence for a little while, which we don't do nowadays, or a lot of people don't do, or it's really hard to come across actual places where you can just go and do that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which is it's such a shame, but it's great that people are getting out in nature. I love that, but sometimes there's a lot of people there as well, and you just want a bit of time by yourself, or a bit of time with your family, whatever it may be, your partner.
And of course, with the likes of social media and all of this new infrastructure being built everywhere, you're absolutely right. That is the case.
Yeah.
And I mean, you've already kind of touched on this a bit, but like the big question is the why. Like, I know you've just very much gone into what you're looking to achieve, but like what can the people expect who might end up coming to Whitwick Manor, in the not so distant future? What can they expect? What's the why?
The main why, if I was to really give you, let's say one answer, Ed, because there's multiple that I could give you here.
Let's keep it.
Yeah, but the main answer is the education.
Okay.
It's the education, and then it's also the reinforcement of that education.
Got you.
So let's find out why we have to do these things.
Mm-hmm.
Let's understand what we have to do these things.
Mm-hmm.
And then let's put them into practice so you can feel what it feels like when you execute the correct things to do.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so it's more like a knock-on process from that education. I think that the reason why straight away that makes people understand, okay, this is why I need to do it, and this is how I need to do it, and this is how I need to implement it. So we can take people from stage 0 to stage 10 within them 5 days of all the different pillars we want to achieve. So for example, the first one on the top of my head now is sleep. Mm-hmm. Everyone knows we need sleep, and everyone probably got a good idea nowadays of why, due to social media, as you say.
Yeah.
But it's like, well, let's understand that the deep meaning of why, and then let's start our day on how we end it correctly for the correct sleep hygiene to actually execute them correct ways of sleep and that deep restoration. So you're waking up in the correct circadian cycle for your chronotype, for example. Yeah, which is it. When you say it like that, maybe it sounds a bit complicated, but there is actually so much complication and science towards it.
Yeah.
But ultimately, in the simplistic terms, let's have the best 8 hours we can give you from being in such an incredible location that is actually showing you why and giving you the science and the literal physical ability to execute that.
Yeah, nice. Sounds great. And am I right in thinking, please forgive me if I'm wrong, is it going to be sort of individualized programs, or is it Like, what's the thought around stuff at the minute? Like, are you going to hone into the individual and like look at there?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we're going to hone into the individual. So, for example, we're going to be taking blood panels. We're going to be sending them a lot of questionnaires. This is all optional though, if they want to do it. So it's how deep do they want to go into it, or do they want to just come here to learn and rest, basically? But if they want to go into it, so there we'll have subclinical testing, and then we'll also have clinical testing as well, which will be the panels located to them as an individual, and then we can figure out your nutrition side of it. How can we improve your potential, let's say your cardiovascular, so your VO2 max system, and what's your RMR at the moment? Okay, well, this is where you need to sit on how your macronutrients, and there's going to be a lot of options to individualize this further. Or don't worry about that. Let's just figure out why and how, and let's go and execute it.
Nice. That's great. So it sounds really quite broad and vast, and people who come to Whitwick Manor are going to really get not just what they want, but actually what they need from it.
Yeah, absolutely. And then we'll do a lot of retreat to understand where they sit on that spectrum.
Nice. Cool. And we're actually pulling up to the manor now, and it's just so beautiful out here. Like, your body just like decompresses, like pulling up on the driveway. It's just wow.
It's just views, isn't it?
It's just views everywhere you look, and
there's the lake.
The lake's absolutely beautiful.
That's just so the viewers know, that's been extended. That's been filled up higher. That will be at level. It will be at a certain, should we say, hygiene rating, so you're able to swim in there. The plants have been rooted as well, so that will be a natural swimming pool. It's just a big old one.
Nice.
And then as we're driving around the corner right now, we're literally seeing the steel beams that are getting fabricated for the gym building, which is the next most exciting project on here. I cannot wait to see that put together, and then clearly we'll be taking the viewers through not today, but through the process of ordering the equipment as well. That will be coming in. So I'll definitely keep them updated on that, because it's going to be an amazing facility.
It's great to see the builders doing their thing as well out here.
Absolutely.
And we've just pulled up now, but I'm interested in, like, maybe not give too much away at this point, but what sort of things have been achieved in the last 12 months? Because I know certainly since working with yourself in the past 7 months, like, so much has happened. In the past 12, what sort of happened?
It's starting to really kick on at the moment as well. I think if we had this conversation in 6 months' time, it's going to be a long old list of this as well. So right now I'd say last 12 months, a big thing. The pool building it's there. It's physically there now. So it's definitely not completed, but you can physically see how it's going to look now. That the tunnel, so there's a tunnel that goes underneath the building that's been dug and put in as well. So that's currently getting backfilled because they had to dig underground, and then we're putting the soil over the top at the minute. So as you look over, it's crazy, isn't it? As you look over from the lounge area, which is like the center point of the house, which overlooks the 570 acres, right now you can still see the remnants of the tunnel at the top, and then the backfill, you'll see it today, Ed, the backfill's almost done. Nice. So from that, there's going to be a lawn then that goes over the top of the tunnel, over the top of the swimming pool, and then obviously carries on into the lake, and then all the fields as well.
Nice.
So they've been big ones. The one I just mentioned about the lake, so that getting extended, the plants getting rooted on there, that's super exciting. And then when it comes to the accommodation, the building overall, we've actually, over the last 6 months, we've changed that from it was going to be a 10-bed all-en-suite house. But myself and the owner, we walked around 2 months ago, I'd say now, and we've actually brought the rooms down from 10 to 8 in the main house. Reason being is because the last thing we want is for people to look at it as a stack and rack. We're trying to get as many people in as possible. If anything, that's not the case, far from it. The rooms are massive, aren't they?
Spacious.
It's spacious, absolutely incredible. And they all are still en suite, of course, but now, a few of the rooms have benefited from the 2 other rooms going, and they've just got bigger, or the en-suites have got bigger, whatever it may be. The last thing we wanted to do was cram things in to make it work. It was more the other way. It's like, let's create an abundance of room to make it amazing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice. So that sort of fits in with the whole ethos of everything you've been speaking about up till now, basically.
Yeah.
And I've got a funny feeling I know what this next question or the next answer will be, but what are you looking forward to most, like, on a personal level? I know you've been excited about a tremendous amount of it, all of it, in fact. But What specifically for you are you looking forward to, like, that's coming up?
That's coming up. I won't talk too much about the build because that's just exciting in general, because I cannot wait to see it finish. Like the fact that I've been so long in the project to now, the change is massive. So I'd say on a personal note, it's being able to see the still change, but the change in people when they come here. So I think from day 0 to day 5, I believe wholeheartedly that people will be so grateful for this experience because of everything that we've given them and allowed them to experience at Whitwick Manor. And it's the one thing, and why would, as a health professional, why else would you get in health other than to help people hopefully get better? Yeah.
And that's beautiful.
And that is exactly what I cannot wait to see and be a part of.
Yeah, nice. Yeah. Thank you for sharing that. It was really nice. And just briefly then, what's next? What does the next few months look like? What's the plan? What's next? What's happening next?
The main one, which, like I say, which is I'm probably one of the things I'm most excited about, so close to the future, is the gym building.
Yeah.
So that's, like I say, the steels are literally right next to us, and that will be going up within the next, I'd say, 6 weeks. And with that, then that's looking to be completed early on next year. So. And then that means I can order the equipment, which is a serious passion of mine. So I would say, if I was to give anything for what I'm most excited about the project next, is definitely that. And I'll document that as much as I personally can as well, and Ed will as well. So yeah, that's probably the most exciting part for me.
Perfect. Thank you so much. I think that's actually quite a nice place to wrap this up. And
awesome.
I think hopefully we can revisit the same sort of conversation in a few months' time and see where we're at. And
yeah, definitely, mate. And well, we've got more to do today now.
Yes. Thank you so much for your time.
Nice one, Ed.
And
cheers, nice one.
Nice one. Let's get out and enjoy the manor.